Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing Justice Ducks #1 by Dynamite Comics. Now that the Darkwing series has been cancelled, we'll see how the Justice Ducks series, Amanda Dibert out, and Roger Landridge now in, but Carlo Lauro returning for art. It opens up in St. Canard where we see Stegma doing tricks for the local citizens. Before that quickly ends with the city being under attack. In a big splash page, where we also get to see the title of this called Tales of the Strange. I'll be interested to see if individual issues will be getting titles because the Darkwing series none of the individual issues had titles. And very quickly the rest of the Justice Ducks assemble and we see each of the members jump into action. And just when they think that they won, then it turns out that a bunch of more aliens show up, which are all various references to various DC Comics characters, specifically the characters from, and now with this new threat having grown to monstrous size, the various League members utilize their skills to fight these new aliens. After getting a moment or two to stop and think, they eventually come up with a plan to pacify the aliens, because it turns out the aliens weren't actually as malicious as it first seemed. It was more just a big misunderstanding. And with the aliens taken care of, Darkwing presents the various members of the Justice Ducks personalized communication devices. The comic does end on a rather touching note with Darkwing reuniting with Gosalyn, who had been left home earlier in the issue. Now for my impressions. Roger Landridge so far has gotten off to a much better start than Amanda Dibert did, where this comic is fairly easy to follow from beginning to end, and is not incoherent and nonsensical like a lot of the Amanda Dibert run was. As well as also it tells a complete story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Carlo Lauro's art has definitely vastly improved from where it was during his run on Darkwing, with the art being far more expressive and also consistent, and only a few weird-looking faces every once in a while. Though I will say, though, that a lot of the dialogue does not feel character-specific, where each of the Justice Ducks characters has a very specific way of talking in the show that doesn't really come across in this comic, which is also a problem that the Darkwing Duck comics also had. So we'll see if Roger Landridge will be able to improve where Amanda Dibert wasn't able to. And also, the entire comic is basically one extended action sequence with very little setup and then a very quick conclusion. And has a very thin story. This is a better start than the Darkwing Duck comic was, but there's still a long way to go for it to reach the heights that the Boom Studios and Joe Books ones did. But all in all, this was a fairly enjoyable enough comic with nothing really terrible in it. So I'd say, if you're curious, give it a shot. And if you like what you see, then you might be interested in picking up the next issue. Till next time, see ya.